Yo, what's up? Back for another video. And this time it's why beautiful girls hate nice guys and 3 ways you can be a jerk. All right, man. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor, and this channel is completely dedicated to dating advice for older guys. So let's get into this video. All right. So women really can't stand nice guys. In fact, 99% of women can't stand nice guys. So how do you stand out from the crowd, and what are some of the things you can do to be a bit of a jerk? I know that sounds contradictory, but women are attracted to that. So I've got some examples of some things that I do, and I'm going to share them with you right now. So first of all, um, the girl I'm seeing right now, okay, this happened last weekend. So she loves eating steak, and I go out, I buy some steaks, I bring them back, I put them on the barbecue. And I said, look, you like your steak medium well. I like my steak medium rare. So I'm going to put them both on at the same time. Mine is a thicker piece. So based on the timing, mine should come out perfect and yours should come out perfect. So at about once I flip the steaks at the 10-minute mark, so 10 minutes per side on low heat after I turned on the barbecue at full heat to heat up the barbecue. So 10 minutes aside, I flip the steaks over, and then she says, "Oh, would you mind checking mine?" And I said, "Okay, no problem." So I check hers and I cut into it a bit, and she says, "Oh, I think if you keep them on for the full 10 minutes aside, mine might be overcooked." And I said, "Well, if you like, I can take yours off earlier, but it's up to you." And she says, "Oh, yes, please, if you don't mind, to take it off earlier." So I take her steak off earlier. Mine cooks for the rest of the time, whatever. And we get down, we start eating the steaks. And she starts cutting into hers, and she's like, oh, mine's really undercooked. You undercooked it." And then she stops eating it. And so I look at her and I said, "Well, if you like, I can put them in the microwave." Right? And she looks at me and she's like, "Wow, I don't want it in the microwave, but this really sucks. You undercooked it." Instead of me apologizing, instead I said, "Well, you asked for the steak to be taken off early, so it's your fault." She just looks at me. She's like, kind of grumbles, goes back, does not eat the rest of her steak. And I said, "Oh, would you like anything else?" And she's like, "Well, no." So there's an example, guys, that when it's clearly not your fault, don't cave, don't apologize, put it back in their court and say, "Well, this is what you asked for." Right? So you're being a bit of a jerk, but they appreciate that because the last thing they want is a guy to go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're the queen. Oh," and put these women on a pedestal, okay? Pedestal, pedestal. Right? All right. So, second example is dating apps. So, unlike most guys, right? Most guys, this is how they message women. They say, "Hi, beautiful. You're gorgeous." On and on and on, complimenting them when the women haven't done anything to deserve that compliment. Yes, they post a picture and they look really good, but they haven't actually done anything to deserve that compliment. So, and in fact, true story, I remember one woman I was speaking to on the dating app, and she said it's a full-time job to go through the messages on these dating apps because she will get 100 messages per day. So imagine being a woman and you have 100 of these messages per day to go through, right? And every single one of them is, "Hi, beautiful. You're gorgeous. Hey, how was your day? Blah, 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 blah. Nice guy, nice guy, nice guy." So this is what I do, and I'm almost always get a response back, is the first message I will say is, "Hi, you seem interesting, but dot, dot, dot." So let me repeat that. I say, "Hi, you seem interesting, but dot, dot, dot. So then they respond, right? And when they respond, they say, but what? Or, haha, but. And then, so they're looking for you to give an explanation as to why you said but, because now you've made them insecure and you're being a bit of a jerk. So, what I do is when I've said but, I try to find something in their picture or their pictures that I can tease them about. So, a lot of women don't even pay attention to the background. So, for example, we see this background here, it's real, it's not virtual. There's nothing on the desk, there's no clothes lying around, there's no junk, whatever, or socks lying there, or whatever. So a lot of women don't pay attention to what's actually in the background, and I usually will tease them on that. I'm like, oh, you look great in that dress, but with Crocs, something like that, right? So so that's a great example on dating apps where you can be a bit of a jerk and you'll get their attention. The third thing is when I first go on a date with a woman, right? So when I'm going on a date with these women, I almost rarely compliment them initially. So what I will do is instead I will make reference to something like, "Oh, you have really pretty nails," or "I like your eyebrows." So the whole time, especially on that date, they're going to be self-conscious of, does he like me? So you're being a bit of a jerk because you're not complimenting them and you're not giving them free attention, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to give you one bonus tip right here on how another way you can be a jerk, and that is when you're texting them. So by texting, what I mean is that you don't text right away all the time. So sometimes take a few hours to reply, or sometimes don't say good night, or sometimes don't say good morning. Switch it up, not every single day, but switch it up so that they keep thinking like, oh, what is he up to? Like, did he go out with someone else last night? Or why is he taking 4 hours to respond to me? So, true story that I had plans with the girl that I'm seeing right now the next day. So, this was a Friday, and we had plans for the Saturday. So, she asked me a question. No, no, we had some texting in the morning, right? And then she asked me a question. I purposely didn't respond. Oh, I hope she doesn't see this video. God, I'm sitting right in the sun. Damn it. Anyways, so so I purposely didn't respond well into the evening at like 7 or 8. So she messages me and she says, "Oh, are we still getting together tomorrow?" And I said, "Yes, we are." And so there's another example of how, you want to keep them on their toes a little bit. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification button because I'm releasing videos every single week, most times every single day, and really appreciate your time in watching this.